I can see that both encoders are active, and that streaming output is now active to both my YouTube destination that I showed earlier, as well as my custom SRT ingest. SRT streams specifically over a custom port. In this example, my provider is using port 9999. With this particular SRT server, I can view the output over HLS. I'm going to go ahead and go to VLC Media Player right now and use the HLS output stream from that server to preview my live stream. And there it is. This is a time-delayed HLS playback of the live stream. It's about 30 seconds delayed, and the audio level is showing my audio levels from earlier in this example. You can see that the Hilo is actively streaming in this live stream as well. Now we're going to take a look at the new layout feature of the Hilo Plus. Earlier in this tutorial, I mentioned that you can have both HDMI and SDI signals active at the same time. In order to composite both of these HDMI and SDI layers, we have to change the config. I'm going to go to the config area right now and choose Layout from the video source. I mentioned that you can have both HDMI and SDI signals active at the same time. In order to composite both of these HDMI and SDI layers, we have to change the config. I'm going to go to the config area right now and choose Layout from the video source. I'm going to leave my audio paired to the SDI 1 and 2 channels. And now I can head over to the Layouts area under Pre-Show in the navigation on the left. Here I can start to configure how SDI and HDMI layers work with each other. If I was going to use this in a presentation, I may want to have the screen share overlaid with a picture-in-picture of the speaker. In order to do that, I'm going to scroll down and choose the SDI layer and shrink it down. In order to show this picture-in-picture effect, I'm going to shrink the SDI signal, which is a picture of the Hilo itself, on top of the screen share of this Hilo configuration page. I'm going to go ahead and move the scale down of the SDI signal, and you'll see that I get a real-time update here in the preview area. And I can move it left and right by using the left and right positions of the SDI signal.
President Trump has a clear message. If you are here illegally, we will find you and we will.
I can also move the overlay up and down with the Y position play.
Now, you may have an opportunity to return and enjoy our freedom and live the American dream.
So now I have an active overlay that shows a picture-in-picture on the SDI system. My capture of my laptop that I'm using for this tutorial. What's amazing about this new layout feature is that you can use the Hilo in lieu of a live video switcher. You can now take the SDI signal and overlay it on top of an HDMI signal. For example, if I was doing a webinar and I wanted to show my face on top of a screen share, I now can just use the Hilo to use the SDI channel for my camera and the HDMI input for my laptop capture. You can also use the Layout Images page to specify a watermark or bug to float over your image. We won't show that in this tutorial, but it's an exciting feature that I'm looking forward to using. You can also use the shop box below the pre-show to recall previous layouts that you've set up. This has been an overview of my favorite stream option and the 4-channel audio option.